Good morning. It's early. I stayed up after they ate this morning, and boy, am I glad I did. I got to spend time in the quiet with the quietest revolution. Amber demonstrated what it's like to premiere a video. I wouldn't say it went off without a hitch, but it was nothing that could have been foreseen. There's just a lag between the time that you set it for and it actually starting. But she was on there. She was in a different time zone than me, but she was on there in the chat, and that was really cool. I invited her to come to my tube. Anyway, maybe she will. We are very close in alignment, so I would not be surprised if she did. Somebody commented one time because I had made a comment. I comment on people's threads that I make videos because a lot of times people make profiles just to talk shit, to troll and shit, just to be a dick, that low vibey crap. Anyway, so that was a good way to start my vibe, and then after that, Baruch, I listened to her Scorpion read. Read in their Scorpions. The Scorpio read, and that was pretty cool too. I really like, you can really tell when people are real. Like real. Because it's like, they're just, no, like, they just know they're not cool. You know what I mean? But in their lack of cool, they're actually kind of cool. But I mean, Amber's cool. But I could see her like, because I know that she spends time in Oakland. I like the Bay Area, and I spent a lot of time there myself. Anyway. But it's been a part of my life since I was 15. The first time I visited. I have lots of stories about it. But she lives in Oakland, I believe, and sometimes so we're in alignment, latitude and longitudinally, but I could see her like, being all put together and then like tripping, kind of catching her foot kind of thing. And like, yeah, I think people understand what I'm talking about. I'm not being a jerk. Anyway, what else? I found this guy. See, I used to drink a lot, and then I discovered what it does to me. I think it does it for a lot of people, but I think most people just don't care. Are indifferent about it. Anyway, and I never say I'm never gonna drink again, but it might be like at a toast at a wedding or stuff like that. It makes me feel worse, and I don't like to be out of control. And every time I do it, every single time I do it, there's a consequence. Every single time. And the last time it was the same night. I had actually lost my wallet, and the kid freaking brought it to me. He found it about 20 minutes after I got home and knocked on my door. I taught, safety first. Like, why are you knocking on my door? He's like, I found your wallet. I had my last $5 in it. I gave it to him. Thanked him because he saved me a great inconvenience. Well, also that same night, it was the last night I saw this. But because alcohol is like ether, it's like, I call it, these aren't, because I hear a lot of stories. I've always been in places where I hear stories, and other people are like, alcohol makes me time warp because I black out. It's like, it's ether. It's the same, like, chemical makeup as ether, and that's what they used to knock people out with in the early wars of control and of like this civil wars. And with ether, and that's what alcohol is very close to. So you knock yourself out, yeah, you're gonna black out. The only thing is with alcohol, Your body will keep going and moving, muscle, have conversations, but you will have no recollection of it. It is a freaking trip. I don't like doing that anymore. I like my recall. I do. I'm good at it. It serves me no good if I don't have it. So, this has been gone for months, and it came back yesterday. And yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I'm surprised I didn't mention it in my video yesterday, because I was like, freaking, what I would think Christmas morning would feel like, excited yesterday when I got up. I freaking, music is, I plug this in, I go anywhere, I mean, I could do it anyway without it, but goddamn, life is so much better with your own soundtrack, I'm just a big dope. Yoga, I like to speak my truth and teach people that vulnerability and strength, they're the same thing to me, because I say so. I was having a conversation with my mom, Loretta, yesterday, and I said, and the show, something triggered something in me, and I was like, I was telling her, I'm like, I can be vulnerable and strong. And she looked baffled. And she's like, because vulnerability, we have been programmed and led to believe that vulnerability and weakness are like synonyms. And that's fucked up, dude. And now all these guys are like, I need to be allowed to cry. Then fucking cry, dude. Nobody told you but you not to, that you can't. I'm so tired of that. I'm a woman. I'm a feminist. I relate to other women that have been abused sexually, mentally, physically, all that. Economically. Fucking dude. I used to work around, back when I had collected a W-2. I'm still trying to get one. I just haven't found, the universe hasn't given me my right position yet. It's coming though. I feel good about things. Anyway, so I freaking work around these guys all the time. It's just because I have so much energy, and I always constantly have to use it. People don't like it when you have like too good ideas too many times, because, well, you might raise a bar. You might expose them for being freaking lazy, dumb bastards. But whatever. Anyway, I always believe in getting my work done first and then play. I believe in that. Sometimes, though, you gotta self-care and put off doing this for that. Just because, especially if your vibes are low, you gotta do what you can to freaking make yourself feel better. And I'm not talking about alcohol and sex. I'm not talking about that external stuff. I'm talking about that inside stuff. Because when you contain that, it doesn't matter what you have in life. You can refer to that previous memory and emotion and ride that little flow. It's sustained me for the last 2 years. I haven't lived the life that I had in my mind, that I tried to manifest. I guess I kind of did, because I used to have dreams before I moved out here of like going back to squalor and such. Well, I keep things pretty clean. It'd be a lot easier if I had running water, but I'm not talking about that today. You see, because I see what I'm supposed to do. There's a lot of people that haven't had a lot of uncomfortable things happen to them, and now the world is a very uncomfortable place, and so they're not really finding a lot of ease, because the things that have worked for them before aren't working anymore, and I got a lot of ideas that can help. Yeah. Just stuff like baking. God, I miss baking. I don't bake here. miss baking. I'd make stuff for, because you live in Cube, hell, you work in IT. I was the nerd with the personality that could bake and cook too. Kind of a jack of all tirades. Anyway, I just feel good, and I hope you feel good too. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.